here we are at the Gem News Network, David Smith, bringing you Lori Coleman of the Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop ×2. They're both named the same?
Yes.
She has, I saw this thing online, right? And somebody actually in Ruidoso, New Mexico, we're located in Alto, so just north of Ruidoso, New Mexico. Somebody said, oh, there's this rock shop and it's really cool, and somebody got petrified dinosaur poop. Have you ever heard of that? And they're like, yeah, we know coprolite. And so I looked online, and it doesn't have the scale of what you see here. So it looked like any other rock shop in America. And I drove up here and I walked in this huge rolling door, and I've been describing it to people as a metal building the size of a football field.
It is.
I mean, it is an absolute jewel for our state, for our country, for everything. So she's got a shop in Ruidoso, or Alto, above Ruidoso. She has a shop in Deming, which is on your ranch.
Yes.
Okay. And they're both called Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop.
Yes.
Is it 1 and 2 or just?
Well, it's Deming and Alto. It's like Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop Deming or Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop Alto.
Which is also Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop Winter.
And summer.
And summer. So she doesn't spend summers in Deming because she's an intelligent woman.
Yeah, it's too hot.
And I love doing these interviews because I get to know really cool and interesting people. And so I already visited with her once, and I'll tell you something that I can already tell you about Lori, not knowing her very long, but she has a spine of iron and a heart of gold. And both of those things are mine.
Yes.
But I mean, it's obvious just within a few moments talking to her that she's just absolutely an amazing person. So I'll give you just a tiny bit of background,
okay,
and then I'll start asking you some questions.
Okay.
So she started out, she was a farmer.
Cotton farmer.
In
Mississippi.
In Mississippi.
Yep.
And then Katrina.
Yo, Hurricane Katrina. Yes.
Because cotton doesn't like a bunch of water.
No, neither does Lori.
So she said, all right, to heck with that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go somewhere where there's no hurricanes.
And lots of rocks.
And lots of rocks.
Yeah, Google.
So you already love rocks.
Yes, I used to pick them up in the field.
So let's go back. Before you were cotton farming, let's go there. What were you doing? When we do shop tours, these are a little bit longer films because we'll talk to Lori, and then we'll tour the shop. We'll look at some of her goods. So get your popcorn, hit pause and get your bathroom break. But now Lori was funny. When I came here earlier, she really drew the distinction between a rock hound and a miner.
Yeah.
They have 14 claims.
Yes.
14. And you're probably looking at more out there. Or you always got your eye out.
Well, I'm looking at them, but my body's going,
So, and they're all pretty much in New Mexico? Or
Yes. We, all of our mines are in the Luna County, which is Deming area. And then we have one area up by Truth or Consequence, and I think I don't know what county that is.
And you said that was Candy Rock?
Candy Rock Rhyolite. It is
what
just...
Rhyolite, okay.
Rhyolite. It is just, it's fabulous. The prior owner of that claim, Jason Brousseau, he at one time sold a whole bunch of it to Jim King that does all of the jewelry online.
Okay. Oh, it's QVC and all that stuff.
Yeah. But it's rhyolite. It's highly silicated, and it takes a great polish, and it is banded like nice. Maroons and yellows and creams, and it's just fabulous sphere.
Very nice. Yeah. And we'll see if we can show you some of this stuff later.
Yeah.
We'll go through the shop. But I wanted to ask, and I like to learn about this stuff. I didn't really go to mineral school. So a thunder egg is kind of like a geode, but a thunder egg is totally solid. Is that right?
No.
Okay, go for it.
Can I grab my samples right there
real
quick?
Grab your samples.
I'll be right back.
And she's got, apparently, almost everything here is fluorescent. So if you're into fluorescent minerals,
that's a whole nother fun
deal.
thing. Okay, so here we go. Here's the difference between a thunder egg and a geode. Okay, so this is a geode. It is soft shell. Okay, you can pop it open with a hammer, so it's easily to crack, and it's always hollow, and it's always quartz. Okay, so that's a geode. They're easy to get open. This is a thunder egg, and it looks similar in color, but in structure it is not. So it is the shell on it is rhyolite.
Oh.
And a thunder egg can be hollow or it can be solid, but you don't know till you cut it open.
So is it the rhyolite shell that makes it a thunder egg?
Yes, it's the rhyolite shell.
So, I was driving through California, and we were in a place where there was tons of obsidian. And I read one of those, informational signs, and it says obsidian is rhyolite, which I didn't see that coming. So what is rhyolite in general? These are both from volcanoes, right?
Yes, so it typically in North America, thunder eggs are known to be in Oregon and in New Mexico. And there's a few places like on the California border, the Black Rock Desert area, there's some thunder egg formations there.
Yep.
But typically it's the lava that comes out of that volcano that is rhyolitic that form these.
Okay.
And so there's lots of lava flows like the one we have out here in Carrizozo, which is supposed to be one of the youngest lava flows in North America. And you see it's black and it's very porous, almost cinderish like. That's the wrong kind of lava. You won't find thunder eggs in that.
Okay.
So what you're looking for is the rhyolitic lava flows. That's where the thunder eggs are going to be formed.
And was the thunder egg like a bubble, or what made it happen?
Well, it's not like the amygdaloids that are the bubbles in the basalt that fill with fluid.
Right, that makes an agate, right?
Yes,
right.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And they have those over on Round Mountain on the Arizona, New Mexico border. Tons of those. Those are fun. But the difference with a thunder egg, and the term thunder egg came from the Native Americans.
Wow.
They said that, well, the scientific name is lithophasy. That's no fun, and it's really hard to spell.
I like thunder egg.
I like thunder eggs too.
Yeah.
So the Native Americans named the thunder eggs, and that's where the name came from. But yes, it's the shell, and they are formed. When they're formed, okay, they have this hot. Think of lava, so hot. This pocket right here was hollow, and it was full of really hot gas. And when it degassed, the gas came out and formed these ridges. Well, over millions of years, that's how the minerals got in. And if you see, because I cut this one perfectly, see the points? Sometimes they call them the star egg.
Oh, that's what was burping out.
This is where the gas went out, and then over millions of years, the minerals came in and made these great formations. Like, these are calcite blades in here that grew. And then there's quartz. Quartz comes in, and then sometimes...
And then a little circle, like a little bubble that got trapped right there or something, too.
Well, no, so think about this. When this egg was rolling, when it was still lava, it's rolling, rolling, rolling. And on the
like
end...
in a bubbly soup?
In the lava flow.
Okay.
So then this piece of rhyolite broke loose inside here off of the shell, and it was spinning.
Like a snowball.
So then when this egg stopped, when that portion of the flow stopped, it dropped to the bottom.
Wow.
And that's where it landed. I know the kids, our youngest set of kids grew up mining with us, and we take a saw on location when we're mining, and they said, "Mom, look, it's a belly button." And so that's what we nicknamed it. And so when we're cutting in the shop and you hear us say, "Oh, it's got a belly button."
Oh, so you find it all the time?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
It is one of the characteristics of this deposit.
Now you, on the same area, like let's say you're mining one of your claims, do you find thunder eggs and geodes in the same area? Or is it kind of like, geodes are over here? And...
Well, geodes are, these type of geodes are formed not where we mine.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure that the types of areas now, like in North America, the geodes, this one comes from Mexico.
Okay.
I buy these out of Mexico so the kids can crack them.
Yep.
Yeah. In North America, the Keokuk geodes are like this, and they're found, I believe, in the Kentucky area, Kentucky, Missouri area in North America. Yeah. And they form differently than a thunder egg does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we have some in south of Tucson. There's a nice geode there.
Okay.
And I've heard of people getting real big ones, but I always find walnuts.
Yes.
Which are fun.
Yes.
And you can cut them real quick, and
Yes.
there's advantages to that.
Well, and that's when you're mining, We have thunder eggs that are teeny tiny.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we have them that weigh 500 pounds,
Yeah,
you know, the back
yeah.
end of a truck.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't ever know. You just get them.
You get what you get.
You
So,
just
so
get
your
'em.
14 claims, the majority is thunder eggs.
Yes, all of our claims except the 4 at Truth or Consequence. Those are the flow
There's
banded
4.
right away. There's 4 of those there. And then the rest of them are thunder egg deposits. I love thunder eggs.
Yeah, I could tell.
I
I
was hooked.
You should have like an outfit and a crown and be like Queen Thunder Egg, you know. On
Oh,
the
I
helmet.
do have my hat that says Thunder Egg Queen.
I can see that. So you're in Alto, New Mexico. So again, you know, about what, 3 hours north of El Paso? Is that about right?
Yes, we're kind of between Albuquerque and El Paso.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains.
And you're here from
May to September.
to September, and then October, November. Well, you tell
Then
us.
October to March, we are in Deming. And it's even though it's the same business, it's 2 different demographics. So our Alto demographic, we're here from May to September, and we are cutting and polishing and coring and tumbling. We're doing all of our manufacturing.
Processing is here, yeah.
Processing and manufacturing takes place here in our building.
In the cool weather.
In the cool weather.
And the hill on the side over here is lined with $1 and $2 and $3 million homes that would love to have these on their wall.
Yes.
You know, Deming is not that.
No, that's
It's a
not
whole
our
different-
demographic in
Yeah,
Deming.
yeah.
Well, Ruidoso is a mountainous town. It's probably, I think it is the southernmost ski resort community in North America. And so the Texans who are having scorching hot weather, they like to come to Ruidoso.
Yeah.
And so our client base during the summer are our Texans that we love. And a lot of them
Yeah.
have second homes here.
Yeah, or third or fourth or
Right.
fifth. Or, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. And so our economy is tourist driven here. And a lot of those are Texans. And we love our Texans.
Yeah.
And we love our tourists.
Yeah. And then, but in Deming, you have that big rock show. What is?
Yes,
Is
so-
that when is that?
That's in March.
In March.
The Rockhound Roundup.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's one of the oldest rock
Yeah,
shows in
it's
North
huge.
America, and it's huge. But that's a different demographic. What happens in Deming and Tucson and Quartzsite is the snowbirds migrate west, southwest. If you are a rockhound and you're retired, you migrate to the southwest, and that includes Deming and Tucson and Quartzsite, and lots of people spend their winters there rockhounding. Well, we spend our winter there mining
Yeah.
to have material to put through our
Do
facility.
you do the show?
We do not do the show,
Because
but
you have your own shop.
because we have a retail location there, and our rock yard is there. And like my mom said, I chose rocks instead of knitting. And so moving rocks, they're heavy. So I just don't move rocks anymore.
So is your shop in town or is it at the ranch?
It's at the ranch. So we have, it's actually at the end of our home there on top of a hill out by Rockhound State Park, which if you've never gone to Rockhound State Park, you've got to go. It's a massive thunder egg deposit. The RV park is on it.
Do they let you dig?
Yes,
Okay.
you can collect there,
Uh-huh.
and you'll see people online say, "Oh, it's picked over." No, wait until
It's a whole
after.
volcano.
It
Come on.
is, yeah. Wait until after monsoon season and all the waters come down and there's fresh eggs everywhere. So you've got to do that. But yes, our shop is at
Is
the.
anybody selling like a dozen fresh eggs that way? You know, in an egg cart with thunder eggs? That'd be kind of fun.
Well, and for the population of Deming, I think in the entire county of Luna, I believe there's 20,000 residents, but there's 5 rock shops there.
Right.
5.
Yeah.
So when you go to Deming, you have to do the Rockhound Roundup. It's a great show. It's in March. You have to go to the Luna Membres Museum, which is in the old, it's in an old building. There's a rock collection there of the geode kids.
Oh, wow.
Okay? You get to see rocks from Luna County in the museum, and then go to all the rock shops.
So there's some cool stuff in Deming, and it's exactly like between Ruidoso and Tucson, it's 3 hours. So it's the exact halfway, you're 3 hours, stop and get lunch or whatever.
Fuel
so,
up,
So now
get
stop
lunch.
at the Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop from November to
Well,
March.
October to
October
March.
to
Yeah,
March.
October to March.
But not this year.
Yeah.
Oh, you will be open because you just won't be doing that. So they also do where you can go out to the mine.
Fee,
and
pay, dig.
Fee, pay, dig. So you go out there, you can get, and I'm just putting it out there. It's probably you're gonna get better results than at Rock Island State Park, and you're gonna pay at Rock Island State Park. I'm here to tell you. So if I have the choice, and I'm gonna this winter, we're gonna head out, and we're gonna go. But 1 month you're not doing that this year, right?
Well, we while we're mining this year, we mine in October and we mine in February. We will not be doing the fee pay digs because we're opening new deposits.
Right.
And when you pay for a fee pay dig with us, you're guaranteed 50 pounds of rock to take home.
Wow.
And that you get to pick. I don't go through it.
Right.
And I cannot sell a dig and somebody not
Get a good
and
bunch
us
of
not
stuff.
be on the good stuff.
So
You know.
you're going to poke around and find out where's the
Yes,
thunder eggs.
we're gonna open up
now,
some new
why
ones.
the thunder eggs? And I might be asking questions that you don't know the answer to, but I bet you do. Why the thunder eggs? Why is it in a group? You know, I get it. Okay, there was rhyolitic lava, there was bubbles. Did it all cool at the same rate, or like what gives?
Well, scientifically, I'm not a geologist. This was a hobby, and now it's my husband says it's
Taking over her life.
insanity. Yes. How we find and track where we mine thunder eggs is with a Garmin, and
GPS.
yes,
Okay.
yes, all by elevation. And so we're looking for cores on the surface, like trace cores. Like a core is a thunder egg interior that there's no longer a shell. It looks like a raisin, okay?
Okay.
And, oh, I've got one right there. Hold
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead. Don't you love learning about the stuff?
So this is a core. Doesn't it look like a little raisin?
Oh, but look at the cool, almost like a reverse crystalline exterior.
Yes. And see, this one hasn't been
heavy.
cut. And so that is the interior. So
Okay.
what I'm doing is I'm looking in the same area that we know there was a flow, we know there were volcanoes, and then you're looking for these. And you look in ditches and arroyos or where they put in a new road.
So it's a layer this way.
Yes, it's a layer.
Okay.
And so we shoot that elevation and then we walk that elevation
Yeah.
looking for these, which gives us an idea. And then we claim it. And so we move in, we get permitted. We are licensed, bonded, and permitted.
mhm.
There are 7 state and federal agencies
See, there's that steel spine.
that I have to answer to.
Yeah.
And so then we are allowed to bring in our equipment and we dig. And when we're opening a new area, which is what we're going to be doing this fall and this spring, is new areas, is we use the excavator to dig a trench. And we go about 4 feet deep at that elevation.
Yep.
And I'm in the trench looking for eggs in the wall.
So you're like the detective.
And yes, yes, and once you see them in the wall, then we don't move anymore.
Right.
We are right there and we dig a open pit.
Yeah.
Our open pits are very small. It's not like the big copper mines or
Sure.
any of
Now,
that.
do you camp out there, or do you go home every night to the
No,
ranch?
we live on location.
So you have a travel trailer.
We have
or
a
something
travel
like that?
trailer,
Yeah.
and we, when we open a new deposit, we do not name it initially because I'm trying to find out if it's going to be commercially viable.
Sure.
Because I don't want to dig 200 pounds of material out of the ground and name it and classify that, and then I can't reproduce that for somebody.
Right.
That would not be beneficial for
Right.
anybody. So we usually dig anywhere from 14 to 30 days. And if there is a volume coming out of 1,000 pounds a day to 2,000 a day, I prefer a ton a day
Wow.
to cover our mining expenses.
Well, yeah.
Then we will name the deposit and we will set in and we will remove as much material as we possibly can in those 14 to 30 days.
Now, while you're mining for a month, Who's running the rock shop?
Nobody.
Oh, you just shut it down.
We shut it down. Yeah.
Wow. So you might call ahead.
Well, you
Or-
can. When we're on location, we'll have material. I can sell. I can sell anywhere now. Let me tell you, I have a square on my phone, and people can show up. And
Out
at
in
the
the
mine in the middle of nowhere.
I love it.
And if I've
I
got
love it.
material on the ground, they're welcome to it.
I love
Like
it.
they're welcome to it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to sell a dig until I know that there's
What's
going to be
there?
material coming
Yeah,
out of the ground.
yeah.
And then
So-
it's a blast.
So give us some names now. Tell us some names, because I'm the same way with animals. I will never name an animal instantly. I don't believe it. It's like, they say that's the Native American way. You got to get to know the creature to give it a name, to have its name be born. So let's hear some of your names.
Okay, so the very first deposit that we discovered back in '09, and that was my late husband and I, I named it Eggzilla.
Because big?
Because the eggs were
big
so
eggs?
big.
Eggzilla. I
But that
love
was
it.
the last time I got to name anything because he was like, what kind of name is that, Lori? Like, now, we literally would go to rock shows and people would say, are you the lady that has the dinosaur eggs? And I'm like, no, they're not dinosaur eggs, they're thunder eggs.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
name is just Eggzilla.
I love it. I love
The next one that we discovered that I've been mining for 17 years now is called Lava Cap,
it. Okay.
because it's in a lava flow.
Uh-huh.
And where we discovered the initial little eggs on the surface, there was a huge cap rock right there. My favorite one is Lost Rabbit. So
Nah, I like
Lost
Lava
Rabbit.
Cap is boring. I got it.
Yeah.
But Lost Rabbit.
Lost
that's
Rabbit.
Cool.
So we were doing some prospecting down in Hermanas on the state section. And in the desert, you see those mounds where these little mice have been living.
Yep.
Okay. And they come in and out. Those are great places to rock hound because they're
They
already
dig it up.
digging all the material out for
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Well, there was this little bitty rabbit, and he would try to go in those holes, and he was lost. Well, we
Yeah.
ended up having a deposit there, and so I named it Lost Rabbit.
Nice.
So you never know.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
mine shaft. We have a mine that was on the section, and there was an old mine shaft there.
For what?
We think that they were doing manganese. They were digging for manganese, but it was on flat land, and there was this massive shaft, and it had never been graded. No cage over the top of it.
Wow.
And my kids grew up mining with me, and so they have four-wheelers, and I didn't want them to end up down in
Right,
there.
right.
So we went to look at it, and in the wall of that shaft were massive thunder eggs, like everywhere in that.
So you didn't even have to run the dig.
No, so we moved in the side of that hill, and so we named that deposit Mine Shafts because
Yeah.
there was a mine shaft
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I think we should go. So Lori has a full shop, and it's working right now. I don't know if you can hear it. There's tumblers and vibrant laps and saws. So much stuff going on. We're sitting in her gallery, and that's future.
That's our metal. We're at a hill up here. This is it.
Yeah, this is as
This
big
is
as you're
it.
gonna
This is
get.
as big as this building's
It's
getting.
huge,
It's
huge.
160 feet long.
See? Well, that's a little over half a football field.
And 50 feet wide. And
Yeah.
that room right there, rocks are not allowed in that room. My boss, Bruce,
Because-
said that's where we do our metal fabricating.
So you can kind of see back here.
Yes.
They do welding and they make their own stands, and that's just another part of this that's so cool. Is pretty much doing everything in house.
Yes, we do. Now, we do have a couple metal fabricators. When something gets a little bit above us,
Sure.
we can draw it up.
Yeah.
And metal fabricators are like, they're
Magic.
incredible.
Yeah.
Their metal becomes the art that supports our rock.
Yeah.
I can't sell somebody a rock that weighs 30 pounds and say, there you go.
Good luck."
Good luck. Go to Hobby Lobby and get a plastic stand.
Yeah.
So we fabricate stands to support the rocks,
Uh-huh.
which makes it a piece of art for your home.
Now, something we didn't really talk about. You do a lot of stuff with schools and youth groups too.
Yes.
They have a geode cracker right here. Kids come in here, and you take stuff to schools as well.
Yes, we love, there's a huge amount of homeschooling in New Mexico, which I guess there is everywhere now. So we host homeschools in here, and we get to learn about silicon carbide. That's what we use in the tumblers and in the laps, and and we compare it to like sandpaper. We get them doing tumbling. Everything now with kids is instant gratification. We believe that tumbling is very important in STEM programs because it teaches the kids patience.
Like weeks.
Yes, perseverance and failure. Like, how many times have you opened your polish on your tumbler and your rocks are not shiny? So then you've got to figure out, well, what did I do? So then we got to learn to problem solve. So yes, we work with schools. We love to get kid groups in here. And once we get them in here, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this is how this worked. And so we love to get kids in. Yeah. And we love to go to schools.
And kids just, they know, I frequently say, kids know what's important. They're not worried about filing the taxes, getting the oil changed on the car. What's important is connecting with nature, learning things, and being in awe.
Yes.
Like every time you should have seen her with my kid, like, look at this thunder egg, look at this, we just saw this. It just, that passion and that excitement.
Well, and we have a tub over here that we put tumble material in, and when a kid comes in the shop, we give them a bag and we said, you cannot leave the shop until you fill this bag. And kids start feeling those rocks because they're a little bit cool because they've been in the shop overnight.
Yeah.
And then they start putting them in their bag. Well, then I'm like, come on, let's cut the lights out and use the short wave light or the long wave light. And kids, they're like, oh my gosh, why are these rocks glowing? That's a whole nother group of weird rock people. It's the fluorescent people.
There's such a big bunch now.
It's huge.
Fluorescent has taken off. And I think you said pretty much almost everything.
Yes.
In Spanish Stirrup, fluorescence. Which is amazing.
Yes, because the thunder eggs, there was uranium in the environment. And so we're picking up green in the quartz and agate with the shortwave light, and that's from the uranium. The calcite blades that I showed you earlier, when calcite and manganese get together and there's a pseudomorphing, when both of those minerals are together under the shortwave, they turn red. So it's really bad for business to cut your lights off when people are here, unless you've got shortwave and long wave lights, and then it's a blast. Because in long wave, you're talking about calcites and fluorites. So it's just another world that kids don't realize, and it just opens up their brain to learning about rock hardnesses and rock fluorescence and rock chemistry. I do a lot of work with New Mexico Tech. That's our mining school here in New Mexico. And they have a symposium every November, and people come out of the woodwork. They have the greatest speakers. They have a mineral museum there that highlights rocks from New Mexico, and they have a dark room that when you go in, the lights come on the exhibit. If you're ever in Socorro, go by the Mineral Museum. They have a bookstore that's got great literature about rocks and formations, and they're wonderful at email. If you email them with a question, they will answer you.
Nice.
You can make an appointment and show up with your rocks, and they will test them for you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. So there are resources out there that when you don't know what you're looking at and you don't know what you've discovered, New Mexico Tech is really good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I'd say it's time to go tour this amazing shop. And we'll start at the shop in the front door. We'll come through the equipment, and then we'll end up looking in this gallery that has. You'll see. Look at this. It's a fluorescent cabinet, but this is one slice of a thunder egg. And what a story that tells. Look at that. So the orange is calcite.
Calcite and manganese.
And manganese.
Mm-hmm. And the green is from uranium salts that came in when the agate and the quartz were still a fluid.
Yeah. Wow. That is awesome.
Up there, right there.
All right, so here we are at the Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop. Lori Coleman here. You are in for an absolute treat. This place is mind-blowing, and it's already, I'll see if I can sew in a shot here. I took a shot of Capitan and whatever the other mountain is.
Sierra Blanca.
Sierra Blanca, the two mountains in the distance. I mean, the view here is phenomenal. The amount of material that's just sitting around, every kind of, thunder eggs and big things and cylinders and bucket after bucket and tote after tote. So she's going to take us into the shop, and we're going to see, right as we walk in, there's a saw that's as big as a Volkswagen Bug.
Yes, our 36-inch.
It's huge. So
Holds 40 gallons of oil.
40 gallons of
40
oil.
gallons of oil.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, and I've got a rock in it.
How
So
cool is
come
that?
on.
So what's really cool is that she buys everything, like a pallet of everything. You and me would go to the store, we get a gallon of mineral oil or something. She gets a pallet.
Yes.
She buys silicon carbide. Oh, give me a pallet.
Yes.
Everything's a pallet because this is,
It's a huge production facility.
well, it's probably the biggest lapidary processing facility in the United States of America that we know of.
Yeah.
There's no bigger that has more equipment, more square feet, more stuff going on, and nobody's got Bruce. He's kind of hiding over there, but he's back there. And if you
He's
watch,
my best employee.
because he works free. But if you should follow Spanish Stirrup Rock Shop on Facebook, and because they post, the coolest videos, and you're going to see some of that stuff today. So let's see this monster. Look at this thing.
Yes, this is our
yeah.
This is our 36-inch saw, and this is about a 150-pound thunder egg that we're slabbing up.
And look at those lines, the
Yes.
patterns on it.
Yes.
Oh,
Lots of good stuff.
that is very cool. Very cool.
This is our saw section.
So
when-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I bet there's more. I see 6 saws, but I bet there's more.
Well, we just moved some to Deming so we can cut there too. But that's how it starts here. Is we bring the rock in the shop and everything goes to the saw section, and then that tells us, based upon what we find inside of it, what product line it's going to go into. Because we're a zero waste facility. 100% of the rock we bring out of the ground is turned into something.
And it's run by solar.
Yes, 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 yes. We produce all of our own electricity. Yes.
So smart. No, don't give it to the utility. I hate paying electric bills.
Yes. So
Hate
we
it.
can pull off of the grid,
Of course, yeah.
but they reconcile it every month, and so we're producing enough for us that our electric bill for this facility is about $20 a month.
I used to work in the utility business, and I know how they operate. And it's the same thing like the cotton farms.
Yes.
It's insurance companies and these big, like Fortis Energy is who owns in Tucson. And they're just huge investment companies for the billionaires to make more billions. That really, they do. The billionaires buy, they go, well, I got to park $1 billion somewhere and I want to make 10% a year. Utility company.
Utility company.
Perfect
Yeah.
for it. So she's
So,
got her own utility company.
We do. We have it we produce our own electricity, and we catch our water off of this roof.
Very cool.
So because our roof is so big, every inch of rain off of this roof is 9,000 gallons of water.
That's
and
so
so
cool.
we have storage tanks on the property for this building and for the mining equipment building, and we catch our rain. So we have about 22,000 gallons of water in storage at all times
That's very, very cool.
to use in the facility.
Absolutely.
Because it's very important when you're working with rock to have zero airborne particulates.
Yeah.
So either the rocks are in mineral oil or
Uh-huh.
they're in water. They're
Right.
not, we don't want any airborne
Nothing
particulate.
dry.
Nothing dry.
And we've
No.
seen those videos from India.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
And they're doing stuff, and there's all this dust, and they're just sitting there with no mask, and it's like, dude, you're going to be lucky to make 35.
Yes, that's
Terrible.
not, we don't want silicosis. We do not.
So now they also scope rocks.
Yes.
They go, if there's a hole, they can go inside a thunder egg
This
and
is our-
see.
So
Look
this
at
is
that.
our scope. That you men out there, you're wondering when you last booked your colonoscopy.
Man, women
Well,
need
women
it
do.
too.
Women do too.
Give
Yeah.
us a break.
So this, yes, so we can use this scope now, and it helps us with orienting our cut if there's already an exposed pocket on the exterior of the egg.
And why is that thing so clean? Oh, it's new. It's new. Yeah.
and we try not to get it wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or oily.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that is so cool.
That's
So
what
then
helps
behind
us.
me, I hear some
Reciprolaps.
reciprolaps. Now,
Yes.
now Lori sells Highland Park
And Covington.
and Covington.
Yes.
What's really cool is if you could call up and be all, hey, can I get one of those, anything? She goes, yeah, come here. learn how to use it, and I'll sell it to you. She's not just like, oh, I'm going to sell equipment because I don't care. She wants to make sure you know how to run it,
Yes.
know how to maintain it, know how to
Yes.
stay safe.
Yes, because when you order a piece of equipment from Highland Park or Covington, they're going to drop ship it to you. So FedEx or UPS is going to pull up and drop a pallet off in your driveway, and then you've got to know what to do.
Yeah.
You've got to know how to assemble it. You've got to know how to balance it, how to load it if it needs oil. And so we want people to come here, and you may not need a 24-inch saw. You may need a 16-inch saw, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And so we want you to come here so that you can play with our equipment. Bring your rocks. We're going to show you how to polish them. And we're going to figure out what size machine suits you the best.
And as you know, if you've ever run anything, that you can some people can figure stuff out on their own, but it's really good to get an in-person lesson. So let's look at these things.
So these are reciprolaps. So this is how we face polish. So this machine is doing this 500 times a minute. And our steps are designated. So this is 60-90 pan. All these are. And they're 30-inch pans and 36-inch pans. And then the next step is 220.
And you see that she has a big rock on top of the slab to put the weight on it,
Yes.
so it'll push it down into the grit.
Yes, because believe it or not, slabs, even though they're rock,
But look at that. That's like 1/8 of an inch thick. That thing is really thin.
yes, they want to float. And so we use a weight on top of them. We use other rocks. Or we can use lead.
And look at these things. These are these 36-inch?
Yes, these are 36-inch.
I don't think I've ever even seen one that big. I think maybe 18-inch is
Well,
probably
there's
the
one
biggest.
bigger. I've got a 41 out there. Yeah.
I saw it sitting there. Ooh, ah. I have to ooh and ah. Look at that. Wow. And now is this New Mexico fluoride?
No, this is coming out of Mexico. Yeah. Because we need big pieces.
Yeah.
Like we want rough like
Right.
this.
Look at that thing.
Yeah. We want rough like this.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't play around here. Everything is big. They might not be in Texas.
Everything
But,
has a purpose here.
Oh, and look at that. And now, is Bruce the welder?
Yes.
Do you need to get a customer?
Let me call Bruce in.
Bring the back up.
Hey, Bruce.
Bruce has to get to work now. I think usually Lori's the... Oh, but I can always just ooh and ah. Oh, look at that one. Oh.
So this is the dry rack. Everything gets cleaned and goes onto the dry rack for about anywhere from 24 to 72 hours.
And that's all the water that's in the...
Well, believe it or not, because the rocks are submerged in oil or water for a week or two as it's moving through our process, their color will change. It's not that they really absorb it very much, but their coloration will change. And when we sell a rock to somebody, we want it to be the true color.
Yeah.
So this is like our dry area.
Okay.
And then because we use the reciprolaps, do you know what that is?
I would say iron oxide.
Rust. So what happens, the pans are steel.
Okay.
So they're naturally rusting because we're using
Oh,
water.
okay.
Well, rust loves to adhere to quartz. So we will use some oxalic acid to get that out of it.
And that one's kind of heart-shaped. You see that?
Oh yeah, I see it.
And then this one, this reminds me of, I don't know the cartoon character. My kid watches cartoons sometimes, but it's like a fox that goes real fast and wears dark glasses. That's what I see. And I haven't been smoking anything. It's just amazing.
Then this is our polished pans, and they have to be down here in a clean area because they have a pad on them, a felt pad, and we use cerium oxide. And at the end of the day, these will come off and they'll be perfectly shiny.
So, and they'll take about a day?
Yeah.
About a day. And look, I mean, you all know polishing. If you're watching this, you probably do lapidary. And just to watch that, and then I see every once in a while she'll go over there and spritz it and keep that
Pad wet.
The level of moisture can't be too wet or it'll float.
Right.
It can't be too dry or it'll scratch.
Right.
We all
right.
know. So,
yeah.
Now look at this. Look at all these slabs and big rocks and look at all this.
A lot of our slabs, these right here, go into kitchens and bathrooms to do tile projects.
Yeah.
And then this is our core drill.
Look at this thing. Look at this
And
monster.
coring is how we make our spears. And this is all rock that's been prepared for the core drill because the top and bottom have to be flat when the bit comes down.
So yeah, they have core drills. Well, there's a bigger one in there. So, you know, I mean, I use core drills to make these, but look at this thing. And of course, what's the big?
5 inches. We have
5 inches is the
5
biggest.
inches as
Yeah.
big as we do.
Yeah. And of course, we've seen the ones that are 4.5 feet
5
across.
feet, yeah, yeah,
At the show, you know.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then these are the sphere machines. These are Highland Park high-speed machines. And these are Covington slow-speed machines. When we do our first grind, we use the diamond bit cups to do our grind to get the rock round like this. And then we use the cups over on the wall. We go from 80 grit to 8,000 grit. And at the end, then they'll be shiny. Perfectly round and perfectly shiny.
Yeah. And for the most part, USA material.
Yes.
You know, I mean, she does have some stuff from Turkey and this and that. But
well, we are doing 50 slabs for a gentleman out of France, and it's cola wood from Turkey.
Yeah.
But most of our material, we mine it.
Yeah.
We do source some material like fluorite and lace agate out of Mexico, but mostly our material is American material.
Right,
Yeah.
right, which is really fun, you know, just to know that where your stuff comes from. But look at this. So here's your Covington, which also she sells Covington. So if you're interested in a sphere machine, you know, any of their equipment, you can talk to Lori. But remember, you're going to have to come visit. And I'll bet, I suspect that if somebody talked to you and they said, look, I've had sphere machines, I know this, I know, and you would quiz them, you might ship one to them. And now you got the tumblers back here. I see that one says 600.
These are dedicated steps. This is our vibratory tumbler.
I don't know why that makes me hungry. It makes me hungry.
Hungry?
It's like you're cooking up soup or something.
So these hold 150 pounds each machine, and they're dedicated steps. This is 220, 600, and polished, but we still use the barrel tumblers for step number 1, the 60-90, so that they get nice and round.
Knock the corners off.
Yes, like these have been through step number 1, through the barrel tumbler. I still love the barrel tumblers, and we use Highland Park and Covington barrel tumblers too. So this is material that's been prepped to go on
1, 2,
to...
3, 4, 6, 7 5-gallon buckets full. I just love to see the size of this operation. Look at this thing right here.
Oh yeah, this is a wine bottle holder, and this sphere was made out of that rock right there.
I hope that's glued on.
It is.
Okay.
It's glued on. Yeah.
Because if I'm drinking wine, I'm going to knock something off.
Yes.
And then now, the gallery. Let's check this out. This is amazing. So show us through the gallery.
So this is where all of our finished products come. And it looks like a lot. It can be a little bit overwhelming for a newbie. We try to keep about 5,000 eggs cut and polished and in this room at all times. We keep 500 spheres at all times. And then we try to keep, our Texans love their wine. And so we have a lot of wine bottle holders that we build with the core drill. We have some large pieces this year that we're making.
Oh, these are amazing.
This is our steel and wood and stone pieces. This is mesquite. We source our steel out of Roswell, New Mexico. And then this is a thunder egg slab.
So this could come from a spaceship. Roswell.
Or an alien.
Alien craft.
Yeah. Now we do pick up, Arizona has the greatest petrified wood, so we do pick up some large petrified wood pieces.
Now this, if you've ever cut petrified wood, then this should fill you with respect and fear and awe. Because polishing petrified wood, even on the blades, it's just so hard.
Yeah, it's so hard.
So that just the look at that, and like a twin cores.
Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah.
And we've all seen a tree like that. We know what we're looking at.
And then these are our stands, because you can't just buy a piece of petrified wood that weighs 60 pounds and
Right.
not have a way to display it. And
Right.
so these are our stands, and they have a little safety bar up here to keep it from, if you have a cat.
Yeah.
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 And then these are our wall brackets,
Yeah.
so that if you want to hang your slab on the wall, you can do that.
These are cool too. That is really neat.
So that's some quartz, and they're, I'm going to cut this one off so they can see that it's a light.
That is really neat. I love
These
it.
are bronze
Look at-
statues. Oh, those are spheres.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, look at that! Wow, that's like a wow. So this is silicon bronze.
Yes.
This is. I mean, this. You know, we call it the lapidary art, but this is really an art gallery in the truest sense.
Yes, and we were honored to work with the gentleman that made these bronze light fixtures for us. When we work with someone else that is also an artist, we do not try to hamper or control at all their artistic vibe that
Yeah.
they, you know,
Yeah.
we said, do it, and this is what we got,
Yeah.
and thank goodness I didn't have input because it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's amazing.
It's gorgeous.
It's amazing. It's
Yes.
so organic. And,
Yes. Oh, and then this is my favorite new piece. I'm sure some of your viewers will know what this is.
Delft.
It's a tequila bottle.
It's a tequila
It's a
bottle.
tequila bottle. I'm always looking for cool ways to make a sphere holder.
Uh-huh.
You know, because you want to get height with a sphere sometimes. So I pick up a lot of old glass in
Right.
antique shops.
Right.
And then this is a tequila bottle.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was going with Amsterdam and the wooden shoes and all that stuff, Delftware, you know. But look, there's also jewelry.
Yes.
You know, so there's little pieces, but
These are our tumbled pieces, and then I have a wire wrapper, and she uses copper.
yeah. But look at I mean, I think they're going through and saying, let's pick the top 5% of little ones because every one of these is the banding and the crazy lace and really fantastic. And look at these spheres. And now what are these?
Belt buckles.
I thought I saw
They're
a belt buckle under there.
buckles. Yes. So, honey, my Texans, they love their buckles and they
heck,
like
yeah.
them big.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are belt
Oh
buckles.
wow, I've never seen that. That is so cool.
Now-
and then there's a big swamp cooler
Yes.
because it does get warm up here. Fire pit rocks.
Yes. So
How
because
could I use these? I would just be constantly wanting to pick one out and cut it. I mean, look at this. Look at the banding on that thing. You're gonna put that in a fire pit? Come on. Really
well,
cool.
because we're a zero waste facility and we have a lot of material that we have left over.
Yeah.
We don't want to have waste. So
Yeah.
we have a crusher.
Yeah.
Anything that's left over from coring or cutting
Yeah.
can go into the crusher to feed the tumblers
Yeah.
that become fire pit rock.
Do you name the crusher?
No, I don't think we have.
Do you name your equipment?
No.
Your heavy equipment?
We haven't done that.
Okay.
Just
We'll
the
have to work
mines.
on that.
Yeah. Then we have tumble rock in different sizes for people to use in their homes. And then all these showcases are the different thunder egg deposits. The names are on the shelves.
Oh, and you can even get a Spanish Stirrup water cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at there's a twin. Wow. Oh, I love this. The red inside. Now, what happened there? What's this guy?
So we would consider this to be a dud because there's not a pocket. But do you see it do you remember who Mr. Bill was? Oh no, Mr. Bill. So we polished it because the rhyolite's so beautiful, and then there's the mouth and there's the two eyes. Oh yeah.
Oh, and look at that beautiful agate. Wow. Oh, look at this banding here. And the polish on these is, oh, and look at that lavender.
Yes, we have
That's
it. So in this
crazy.
deposit mine shaft, we do have a hint of amethyst. And you never know, like in this one, you never know when it's going to hit.
Wow, that's very purple.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think mine chef might be my new favorite. When I saw that lavender, I love that banding there.
And then these are our wine bottle toppers
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
make. And these are our wine bottle holders
Yep.
because we use the core drill.
How cool is that? Now, what is that cotton candy or what is that material?
Yes, it's pink chalcedony. It comes out of Mexico,
Uh-huh.
but pink is a hot color
Yeah.
for us, and so this is how we can replicate it. Yeah.
Wow. Isn't this mind blowing? Now, let's see.
This is our
Fish
newest
hook.
Thunder Egg deposit, fish hook. We just opened this up this last year. And it has great flow banded rhyolite. The rhyolite's as beautiful as the agate.
Yeah, and agate all over the place.
This is Radium Springs, which is a bicanoid deposit, a lens agate.
Wow. I am just blown away. Ooh, look at this patterns here.
This is Bear Mountain. This comes from the Silver City area.
I think that I'm seeing an alien or something there. A bear.
This is Baker. So Baker's probably, this is very well known because it was owned by the geode kid. And that was his deposit. This is not our deposit. We have rough and we cut so that we can have some Baker here in the shop. Great colored fortification in this deposit.
Wow, yeah. That is just astounding what the earth could produce. Look at this, almost like butterfly wings here.
Yes.
And this.
That's an egg in an egg right here.
Wow.
Right
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is Tavernier. The Taverniers and the Lindberghs were some rock hounding buddies in Luna County. And they were actually the ones that discovered Baker, and the geode kid bought Baker from them. So they have a deposit named after them, the Taverniers. This is the Lost Rabbit one we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at those reds. So this name is also a gem explorer from like the year 1600.
Oh, really?
That traveled and documented gems all over the world.
Did not know
Way
that.
back when, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at the color. It's so deep. So this is almost like a museum. Right here, seeing the different deposits. Most people would just, hey, look at that, isn't it a cool rock? But these are actually divided out so you can see which deposit they come from.
Yes.
Here's Never Again.
Never Again. And so it was named Never Again because it's an area that you cannot take equipment into, so you have to hike in and you have to dig and then pack the material out, thus the name Never Again.
But then you go back, don't you?
But it's a tilt egg deposit. And so you'll see that this egg filled here, the white is common opal, and then the whole deposit shifted.
Wow.
So it's a visual, and see, I ruined so many not knowing how to cut them because they have to be oriented when you're digging them. And so this is a visible tilt deposit.
Oh, so now when you mine them, you know that, and you mark like.
Well, this was
way
not
is
my
up or-
deposit,
Okay.
but now we know how to orient them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Blue Ridge. This is down by the Tavernier, and it has great colors in it.
Well, look at that. And this is so just honestly the rocks are great, but the polish is just it's so perfect.
You have to do. It has to be a perfect polish to. I mean, you want it to be representative of what the rock is. Then this is lava cap.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variety in lava cap.
Oh. I am just in awe. In awe. Look at that. And then that looks a lot like the one that you showed us
Yes.
from over there.
Yes.
Is that from lava
Yeah,
cap?
that's from lava cap.
Yeah. So all this right here
Is lava cap.
is lava cap. So that's
Yes.
a big deposit.
Yes. It's a big deposit. Well, it's probably the oldest one that I've been mining for 17 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Look at that.
Doesn't it look like a duck with like a little beak right there?
I'm seeing it. Yeah. A
Yeah.
baby duck.
And look at the opal. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's is that opal soft like opal or
Yes.
Like, or,
Well, sometimes it'll be highly silicated, and when it is not highly silicated, I'll have to stabilize it with the Opticon or the Hextol.
yeah, because it could go either way.
Yes.
I got some that I thought I brought it home and I thought, oh, it's going to be soft. It was not soft.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that's a whole story, just a whole story in there.
And then these are the vein agates that we mined during COVID. This is Pink Lady Plume agate.
Wow.
And then this is the Jaspers, Kerosite Jasper and Pride Jasper. Those are porcelain Jaspers coming out of Oregon.
Okay, look at that, just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. We are blown away. We are blown away. I think we've done it all, haven't we?
Yeah, I think you have. I'm so happy that you joined me today.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in.
So again, Spanish Stirrup, either in Alto or
Deming.
Summer and winter. So if you have half a brain, you go in the mountains in the summer.
Yes.
You go down.
The
And
desert in the winter.
So you avoid the dust storms to a great degree as well.
We do.
Because Deming in the summer, you can, with the monsoon,
Yes, yeah.
you get some very dangerous dust storms. So she's got it figured out. She's got the light figured out. She's got the polish figured out. She helps kids in schools. It's an absolutely amazing gallery. So if you get a chance, check it out. And please do subscribe to your Facebook channel.
Yep.
And what other stuff do you have?
Well, we do
There's too much.
Instagram,
Instagram,
and TikTok.
TikTok.
And we're working on a website, but I'd rather play with rocks than.
You got somebody. Well, I saw
I
your
do
website.
have. I've
it
got
says
a guy.
it's,
He's working on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
helping me.
yeah. So if you're somewhere that you can't get here, subscribe to their channels, and I'm sure if you contacted her and said, "Well, this is what I'm looking for. This is how big,"
we can help you.
You can get hooked up, and you will be. I am personally testifying. You will be blown away by not only the rocks but the polish.
Well, and if you like to do your own cutting, come see us in Deming. We have rough.
Yeah.
So I can supply your rough needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great life, peace, love, and harmony.